In my last video that we had been practicing with our math facts, we had only practiced with addition. Addition, remember, is when our answers usually get bigger because we're putting things together, okay? Unless we're adding 0 to it, then the number doesn't change. Today I'm going to be practicing with you subtraction, which is the opposite of addition. Subtraction is when we take things and we take things away. So if we're telling a story, we might be eating candy. If we're at a birthday party, balloons might pop. Something is being taken away that's causing our answer to get smaller. When we do our subtraction facts, this is where we typically are only working for now with one hand because we're talking about 5 and under. But when we subtract, if I were to write 3 minus 1, remember subtraction uses the minus or the takeaway sign, we would start with holding up the first number, which is 3. And if we take away or if we subtract or we minus, we're going to put a finger down, okay? So our goal when I write the equations on the board here, remember we're trying to not use our fingers because we want to be really quick with our answers. These are the equations that we should just know just by kind of looking at them. But if you do need to start by practicing using your fingers because it's been a while since you've done these, that's perfectly okay. Just know that you do want to try to get faster so that you're only reading them in your brain and saying the answer, almost like you're seeing the answer right away, okay? So 3 minus 1, I would of course need my equal sign here. And again, if you need to use your fingers, 3 minus 1 equals 2. Okay, so I will go ahead and I will start with writing the whole equation. I'll read it and I will do it with my fingers, but then I am going to start getting a little bit faster. And all I'm going to be doing is writing it. And I want you to be the ones that are practicing reading it out loud and then just shouting out the answer. Okay, so here we go. Oops. Okay, we'll start kind of easy. 2 minus 1 equals. So again, 2 minus 1 equals 1. 1 minus 1 equals 0. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Okay, and again, we've talked in the classroom, it doesn't really matter what finger that you're putting down as long as you're putting down the right number. If you do have trouble, 4 minus, I had to like think about it for a little bit there. If it's hard for you to put down just your pinky, you could try putting down your index finger. You could, or I'm sorry, your pointer finger. You could try putting down your ring finger if that's easier. It really doesn't matter as long as you put down the right number. In this case, it was -1. You can also use your other hand to kind of hold it so that you can clearly see which ones are standing straight up. Okay, 4 minus 1 equals 3. I'm going to do 2 more with my fingers and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop. But again, if you still need to practice using your fingers right now because it's been a while, that's okay. Keep watching this video kind of over and over as good practice and it'll start to get quicker for you. You'll remember them and pick up on them much quicker. Okay, take a look at it. 4 minus 2, this time I have to put down 2 fingers, equals 2. 4 minus 3, 1, 2, 3, equals 1. Okay, now I'm just going to start reading it. I want you at home to be reading it with me and then trying to say the answer. I will pause just to give you a little bit of time to figure it out. I want you to try to be faster than me. 5 minus 3 equals 2. 5 minus 1 equals 4. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 4 minus 2 equals 2. 2 minus 2 equals 0. 2 minus 1 equals 1. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 5 minus 4 equals 1. 5 minus 5 equals 0. And we'll go ahead and we'll do one more for today. 3 minus 1 equals 2. So again, I encourage you to keep watching this video, or else go ahead and just do more. If you have a whiteboard at home, or if you have maybe other flashcards that you've already made, those are great tools to help you practice these facts. For us kindergartners, we only really need to be worried about it when the answer is 5 or lower. But if you want to go ahead and practice using bigger numbers, that's when we can start drawing our circles. For this video, the goal is just to try to be saying your answers really quickly, right? Eventually, you won't even really need to read the equation out loud. You'll kind of just be able to look at it in your brain, know what it's saying, and also know that the answer is 2. If to start you need to use your fingers, that's totally okay. But again, the goal is to try to do this as quickly as possible. So watching this video kind of over and over every couple of days will help to get you really quick with your math facts. Okay. And again, don't forget about your addition video with the math facts, which has already been posted. I would go ahead and I would watch both of them. And then once you get really good at doing your addition and then doing your subtraction, have a grown up or an older brother or sister kind of quiz you and have them mix them together, so that you have to be really careful and make sure you're reading carefully or looking at that sign in the middle of your equation. Thanks for practicing your subtraction facts with me, friends. Bye.